Hey guys, Fishing with AZ Pros here. I'm Lucas Hauer.
I'm Landon Williams, and this is our bait review.
So we laid out a couple baits here. Today we're going to talk about different techniques, what you use them for, like pitching and flipping, what I like to use them for, colors you can use.
Swimming, twitching, jigging.
We got a couple of baits here that we use during tournaments, just having fun fishing with our friends. And the first bait we'll talk about is some trailers. And all of these and that, you can all use for trailers. You can basically use whatever you want. But this chomper, it's got great swimming action with like a jig, or if you want, you could Texas rig it with a small hook, a jig. I went up to Minnesota, caught some walleye, pike, everything. This is a great bait for, jigging, and just a trailer, whatever you want, you can use that for. Great bait. It's a chomper. Go out to Bass Pro and buy some. All these will probably be available at Bass Pro. Considered with top water right here, the frog, all these baits. And the next bait is this net bait. It's great with blue, black, purple jigs with a rattle, some whisker jigs. It's got great action. It swims in the water. The only thing I don't really like about these is the legs kind of get ripped off easy, but it's still, I caught tons of bass. Same with me and my brother. Caught tons of bass. Great bait called net bait. This is in blue. Blue is really good because you can use it with blue, black, purple, whatever you want as a jig. This next bait is a Young Velocity Craw Poppy. Good as trailer, Texas rig. In Minnesota, they love craws because that's what they feed on sometimes. There's some craws in Roosevelt Lake and basically every single lake up north and stuff. Great bait, Texas rig. What I like about it is it stands up with the craws up like it's defending itself. So it's really realistic. Bass go after it, smallmouth. Blue, one of my favorite colors, can't go wrong with it. Blue, black, purple, great colors. This is another great bait. Great for tournaments, for smallmouth and everything. Next bait, another Young Velocity, but let's see here. This is a Mighty Bug. Great swimming action. As you can see, it's got 6 legs that all swim, and you can Texas rig it. You can put it on a jig as a trailer. You can swim it, twitch it, rip it, jerk it. You can honestly do that with almost all these baits, except for this. This is for like some heavy reeds, great for pitching. It's got a nice little slot there for a perfect Texas rig. That's a really good bait. This isn't brown, this is a Havoc. And then also we have blue in there. I kind of mixed them. And those are KVD ones. These are Skeet Reese. Skeet Reese is sponsored by Havoc. He got me into these. Great baits. Going back to this one, this Mighty Bug, great swimming action. A lot of bass hit it on the fall with like maybe a 1/4 weight, slow and falls, perfect, legs twitching. And Landon, you go on.
Alright, this is a U-tail Zoom bait. It is great for Texas rigging. You can swim it, and then you can also work it along the bottom. Give it some rips, jigs, and twitches. And this is, I think, a watermelon red color. It's perfect. Bass really like it. You can tie a little slide weight on there. Next, we have a white pearl Zoom fluke, and it is good top water.
Great Texas rig spot too, as
right
you can see.
It's a little slot. It's perfect.
Barely get snagged. Great bait.
Never snag Texas rigs. Good.
Top water. You can use it for top water.
This is a Baby Brush Hog by Zoom Baits. It is got red. It's a green color. It's got some red, blue, and green sparkles. You can work this one along the bottom. You can use. I caught one yesterday, 5-pounder.
It was that big.
It was 5-pounder. It was ridiculous. We were just in urban lakes, just caught it swimming it with just these little tails down here.
There's two, so even if one gets bit off,
Still's good. It's got some awkward action, which sometimes the fish like. And you mainly want to work these along the bottom, give it some rips, twitches, and you can even jig it, and it works good. Next, this is a Bass Pros Shop Tournament Series Cinco. This is just green with some white or black sparkles, and also got some little white ones in there.
that's my favorite color.
This is the best color right here. You can mainly just jig this one and give it some twitches underwater, let it drop to the bottom.
You can wacky rig it. That's what I really like.
Wacky rig, not as good as a Texas rig on this thing. No.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have to go out and buy some Cincos.
Yep,
I mean,
Bass
this
Pro
is
Shop.
like all I use in urban lakes. Like, if I first start out on a lake, this is what I go to. I mean, it's not too big, and it's not too small, and it's just a great all-around bait. Perfect.
Go out and get some of these at Bass Pro. Next, we got a Zoom Lizard. It's kind of a yellow orangish color. This is just great for swimming. I mean, big bass here in Arizona really like these. As you know, we have a bunch of lizards here, and these 4 legs with this really long curly tail and provide some good action. And also, you can twitch these things. Perfect twitching bait. Next, we can move on to topwater. This is a topwater bronze-eyed frog. As you can see, they'll cut the legs on the back. They're a little bit too long. Not very good when they're really long. I don't like it. And then you can also pitch it into some reeds because it's got these double hooks that stay really close to the body and don't get snagged that much on these. Lucas, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Alright. Next, we'll talk about this red-eyed shad. The last 2 baits are KVD and a KVD spinnerbait and red-eyed shad. This thing, awesome, great rattles, 2 really sharp hooks. I have like 3 of these, one in the like red-eyed shad with, I don't know, like baby blue, yellow stripe. I have one in like gold and silver. Great sparkles, and also I've caught a lot of my bass on the fall. When it falls, it doesn't just stay there; it shimmies down like this, and just shimmies, and it still kind of rattles. And you can give it some rips, twitches. I mean, I've caught tons of bass on urban lakes, and great bait. And this last bait that I love is KVD Tournament Series spinnerbait, long skirts. With the trailer hook, can't go wrong with the trailer. Catches a lot of those extra fish because some extra fish just grab on, not as much in that extra trailer. Really, I mean, I've caught almost half of my fish on a fishing trip with that extra trailer. Great skirt, extra long, very realistic in the water. Some twitches, rips, great. By Strike King, but it's a KVD one. I mean, you can't go wrong with this bait. And that's basically all the baits that we love, and I hope you enjoy this segment with Fishing with AZ Pros. I'm Lucas Hauer.
Landon Williams. And also remember to go to maddogbaits.webs.com. Check out their version of like the lizard, the Cinco, and even some U-tail worms they got on there. Make sure to check that out. Again, that's maddogbaits.webs.com.
And not spelled with dog, D-A-W-G, not dog. Check them out. See you guys.
See ya.